The 3 o'clock kick-off on Saturday in the Premier League is Tottenham at home to Burnley. Tottenham in 8th, Burnley in 12th. Tottenham lost, of course, this week to Manchester United, but they've been on a decent run of form going into that. They had gone on a run of 6 games unbeaten prior to that. They have, in the head-to-head as well, beaten Burnley in 7 of the last 8 games. But I think in recent form, certainly Mourinho has got a spark out of them. There's 1 or 2 players that are coming back into form. Interesting enough for Tottenham, the last time they conceded 2 or more goals in 5 consecutive games was 1984. They've conceded 2 or more in the last 4. All of those that have been under Mourinho. So certainly not in keeping with Mourinho the way that it's been, but they've been winning games. So that's maybe overshadowed those defensive frailties. But that's certainly something to look out for this weekend. Burnley themselves lost midweek to Man City, losing 4-0. Back-to-back home defeats for Burnley now, poor enough. But they did win the last away game at Watford, so that's maybe something that you can look at as a positive for Burnley coming into this. They've lost 5 out of the last 7, though, in the Premier League, Burnley, so not in the greatest of form. If you're looking amongst the goals, Dele Alli, he's been in superb form, 4 goals in his last 3 games. Since Mourinho's taken over, he's really kicked on again. We're seeing the form of Dele Alli to what he was, or back to where he was maybe 18 months ago. So that's a positive for Spurs. Harry Kane, of course, same every week. 13 goals for him this season for Tottenham. 7 Premier League goals. You've got to be looking at him this weekend. Ashley Barnes and Chris Wood for Burnley. They're the 2. 12 goals between them, 6 apiece this season for those 2. Both in very good form. Both a real threat, and they are a threat from set pieces, Burnley, as well. So that's something to watch out for. I actually think they will score this weekend. Tottenham have been vulnerable defensively, as I was saying before. I think it plays into Burnley's hands, given how they can play direct, they do mix it up, but also from set pieces, something that could be a positive for them. But I think Spurs win the game. Spurs to win the match. Overall, I think across the 90, extra value, would always say looking for a bit of something different with both teams to score. But I think Spurs will win this. They've got too much for Burnley.